Well, good morning, everybody. This is a bloody great campsite, this one. So I've packed up some of my stuff. I'm going to go into the town today, have a wee look around, hopefully hit up that main museum, go to the viewpoint that overlooks the sort of centre area. Apparently you get platypus in that river, which is quite cool. I wouldn't imagine there'd be any in there just now because it's in high flood, but yeah, look how much water's in there. It's bloody raging. Bloody great wee road to get into the campsite though. There was loads of sports bikes going up and down it during the night. National Museum of Australia, that's where I want to go. Motorcycle parking. Cool. Do motorcycles have to pay? Surely not. Right guys, that was the National Museum of Australia. Well worth a visit. It's free entry and there's loads to see there. But I felt a few exhibits there wasn't much detail on. There was loads of Aboriginal exhibits and all that, and I felt like they didn't go into too much detail about them, especially being an outsider, because I know nothing about any of that sort of history. I felt like they could have went into a bit more detail on some of that stuff, but quick Google search tells you all you want to know, so overall I think it was well worth going to. Right now we're heading off towards the Army, the Military Memorial, or Army Memorial. I'm going to head down the Anzac Parade and then we'll be there shortly. Right guys, so this is the Anzac Parade. You can see to either side of the road there's memorials to all the wars or conflicts that the Anzacs participated in. And at the very bottom here you can see the actual main memorial here, which is sort of a museum to all things related to all these conflicts. Very scenic area, very nice, quite a fitting memorial I think to all the people who have served. Well worth coming to view. So that was the Australian War Memorial there. Probably one of the most comprehensive and complete sort of war museums I've ever been to. I think it was really, really impressive. So they had World War I, World War II, and then the conflicts going forward, 3 separate massive areas. Loads of exhibits. I loved all the little sort of models they had showing the sort of battle scenes. Very realistic, very good. Loads of information, loads of storytelling. It was very impressive, well worth a visit. Entry is free. You did have to book a spot, which was I think due to COVID number restrictions, but when I arrived there was actually spaces just to walk straight in. So depending on when you go, you may have to book a slot, or you may be able to walk in. Right, so now we're going to head up to Mount Ainslie, which is just round the back here, and we'll get sort of a overlook of the city and basically a straight shoot down Anzac Parade. Right guys, so back into Canberra now, and I've decided to go in to see that dinosaur museum I passed yesterday, so we'll head there now and see what it's like. It's been a good day so far. That Mount Ainslie had some cracking views up there and a great wee road up to it. Rain is meant to be coming later on today, so we'll head up this dinosaur museum and then head back to the camp. So there's a National Dinosaur Museum there. It was $20 to get in there, which I thought was a wee bit steep. Unless you're a massive dinosaur fan, it's probably not worth going to see. I do quite like dinosaurs, so I thought it was worth going to see. It's probably not somewhere I would ever think about going back to again. Unless you had kids. Kids would probably love it in there, but yeah, it was okay. Right, heading back to the campsite now. I'm going to stop it, get some food for tonight's dinner, and then yeah, hopefully get back before the rain comes. I've got for tonight's tea some stag chilli and some pompodoms. I'm going with meals for tea, mainly because I'm on my own. All the meat that you can buy is big packs, like 4 burgers. Now I'm not going to eat 4 burgers in a meal, so it's just going to go to waste. Yeah, I'm not really finding too much as a single person that has to be used on the day, that can be heated up in a pan. That's the problem. I could buy loads of veggies and that I could make like a stir fry or something, but until you buy all the veggies, you're as well just going to McDonald's, it'll be half the price. So I'm not sure. The old rice and sausage is a good one. You can find a single sausage, which I couldn't at that Woolworths that was out there, so we'll try again tomorrow. Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to head into Sydney. Just for a quick I'm not going to spend, just going to spend one night in Sydney, have a look at the Opera House and the Harbour Bridge, and then get out there, head up the Blue Mountains. This campground is the I think it's called the Cotton River Campground, Cotton Campground. It's bloody awesome actually. It's like a government campsite. What's it like, $13 a night, $15 a night, something like that. It's got hot showers, toilets, fire pits. It's pretty good. So this is my second night here. And we'll leave tomorrow morning, but it's meant to rain all day tomorrow. This wee Spiniflex tent that I got from Canberra for $60 is doing a pretty good job. I was a bit sceptical to start with, but it's actually not too bad. So anyway guys, I'm going to munch down this chili, and I'm watching Terminal List on Amazon Prime. There's no phone signal here, so it's all just downloaded stuff. So I'll get that done. Bike's going well now. That was definitely the issue, something wrong with the gas vent, so me just pulling it off and putting it back on seems to have fixed it. Yeah. So anyway, I'll catch us all in the morning. Right, we're on the road again. It's 8 AM. It's meant to pass down the rain today, although it's blue skies now. That was a great campsite. Off over to Sydney today. Let's go. Guys, the weather's actually, I'm pretty if I just stopped and checked it, it's going to be sunny all day today in Sydney and tomorrow too. Everywhere I look after that though, it's going to be pissing the rain for the whole next week, which is not good. So hopefully I can get some of my gear dried out, some of my gear's a wee bit wet. The front of that tent seems to leak just a little bit. It was dripping on my sleeping bag last night. Not major, but it'll need to be dried out today. I'm just going to highway it to Sydney because I wasn't actually planning to go to Sydney, it's a wee bit out of the way. So I'm just going to shoot down the highway, get to Sydney, and then we'll start heading inland over the Blue Mountains towards Bathurst. The bloody wind today has been unbelievable, man. Getting blown all over the place. Hopefully this will be the only day on the highway because this is boring as shit. I don't want to do this again, but like I said, I'm just thought I might as well just nip into Sydney since I'm passing, and it wasn't part of the plan, so I might as well just get it over and done with. So this is the Sydney Harbour Bridge here. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but this bridge was actually amazing. Just the architecture here is fantastic. It's massive. It's much bigger than what I thought it was going to be. Like I said, I had no idea what to expect, but this bridge was huge. Well worth the highway miles in just to drive across this bridge here. Right, so I was able to get down to the water there, get a few pictures of the Opera House and from the bottom of the bridge, which was quite cool. I sat down there for maybe an hour or so just chilling. It's really hot at this point. It must have been, I think it was like almost 30 degrees, 28, 30 degrees, something like that. It was boiling. The parking situation down here is pretty bad, but so I did have to walk a wee bit in my bike gear, which wasn't fun, but it was well worth the views. Sydney Opera House looked pretty cool. For me, the bridge is what won it here. The bridge was amazing. Well worth coming down. Sydney's such a beautiful city. I think definitely I'll need to come back here again with Danny and spend a long weekend here or something like that. Probably just using public transport so I don't have to drive around. I think that would be the goal. I'm going to head out of Sydney now, head towards the Blue Mountains. I managed to find out a free campsite for the night, so that's where I'm going to head. I got to get out of the centre here, back onto the motorway, and then we'll head up, get out of this busy traffic. I'm used to Ashburton, New Zealand. This is too busy for me. I was not happy at this moment in time, but I got through and made it out. Right guys, at camp just now. The campsite I'm staying at is Cathedral Reserve. It's a free campsite in the Blue Mountains. It seems alright. It's only got drop toilets, but you know, it's a free campsite, so what do you want? Fairly decent day today. Pretty boring morning, just straight up the highway. I was a bit sick of that by the end of that. And then Sydney, which was, yeah, didn't really like Sydney. Too busy. Too much going on. The harbour bridge was amazing. I would definitely recommend going to see that, and so was the Opera House. It looked really cool. It was probably worth going into seeing, but it's just too busy for me. That Blue Mountain Road out there was pretty decent. All speed limit to 80 though, which is a shame. It was fairly busy too. So tonight for tea, I've just got some more rice and sausage again. Nothing special. It is day 7 today, so we're halfway through the trip, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to head up to Bathurst, and then I've got some tracks from there. It's meant to be dry the next 2 days at the moment, so I'll try and hit some dirt tracks, see how we go anyway. We'll need to stay at an actual campsite probably tomorrow to do some washing. Yeah, but yeah, doing not too bad. You've seen the campsite when we came in, but this is my wee view from the tent. It's not too bad. There's a few other RVs down there and some people camping in the woods at the back, but yeah, it's not bad. It was bloody warm today as well. It's 26 in Sydney, but it was blowing a hoolie. That highway into Sydney, man, it was struggling to keep upright. It was that windy. It's still a bit windy now, and it's definitely colder up in the mountains here, but it's not bad. Right, anyway guys, I'll let you get going at that, and I'll catch you all in the morning.